folks just finishing up their work week, making their way into Rogers Center here in Toronto. Tonight, the first of this three-game.
Let's play ball.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Knight, who got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And he was rewarded for his incredible first half with an invite to the Midsummer Classic. Always an honor.
No surprise this guy found himself in the All-Star game in the Midsummer Classic. He absolutely had a monster first half. He was almost a certain lock to represent his team at that game.
2-2. And he's really continued to look great in the second half of the season. Over the last 10 games, hitting over 300.
He's been so consistent all year. His timing, just his presence in the box. It doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Probably going to battle for a batting title the rest of the way.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away. Now a moment here for the Indians' starting lineup. In now, Kevin Knight, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Kevin Knight.
First offering on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Let it rip right here.
Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have. Now batting, Kevin Knight, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Right there for strike 1. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dog.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck.
Let it rip.
He really knows the strike zone and his own. That last take is a great example.
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a bat.
At the plate, Richard Sawyer, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Knight, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
Have a rip up there right now, huh?
Hey, come on, let the big dog eat, buddy.
Now the 1-0. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that's off the left field wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-4 game.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 9 runs on 18 hits.
We are in downtown Toronto at Rogers Centre, getting you set for this edition of Baseball on the Show today. So coming to the plate, Kevin Knight. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, come on now,
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
And Dan D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
3-1 to him now.
Let's go right here.
The 3-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cabrera will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning? Digging in, Kevin Knight. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him. So striding in, Danny Jansen, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Scooped up. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for naught. Into the box now, Kevin Knight, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Wait for your pitch.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. 2-1. McCaldy at second, Rucker at first with no outs. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and even 30 home runs on the year. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up.
Stepping in, Kevin Knight. Despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he beasts on the 3-4-5s.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, 90 feet anyway, kid. Here we go.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
The 2-0 on the way. And it's fouled away.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go. All right, come on now.
He's set,
One time.
and the
Let it
2-1
fly.
pitch. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
Here we go. Here you go. Let it fly now.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Knight. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Need you right here. Need you.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
And this will bang up against the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the 3rd time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised?
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
Cleveland Indians, 6 runs, 11.
A great Sunday afternoon for baseball here north of the border at the Rogers Center in downtown. Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Knight. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, dude.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 31 for him on the season, as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-1 home. Liner in there for a base hit. Jimenez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like that.
Digging in, Kevin Knight. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Knight. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Castillo is right there, in time to first, and there are two away. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, runner in scoring position with Sir John.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Third, Knight takes it in. Throw to Bowers is going to be in time, and the side is retired. Ready now, Kevin Knight. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3, 4, 5s.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2-0 count, the pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitter's on.
Next to bat for Toronto, Richard Sawyer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this. Move into the later inning.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done.
A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.